When people think of Ireland, they think of pubs, green fields, leprechauns, and Guinness. They don't think about flying saucers. But Ireland has one of the strangest, most well-documented UFO histories in Europe. For decades, ordinary people, police officers, pilots, farmers, and school children have reported seeing things in Irish skies they cannot explain. Lights that move at impossible speeds, silent triangular craft hovering over motorways, strange objects landing in forests. Tonight, we count down 5 of the most famous, most credible UFO sightings ever reported in Ireland. Some of them were seen by dozens of witnesses. Some of them were picked up on radar. None of them have ever been explained. Lock your doors, look up, and make sure you want to know what is up there.
Number 5. The 2012 Dublin UFO. On the evening of Wednesday, the 19th of December, 2012, dozens of people across Dublin reported seeing a strange glowing object moving slowly over the city at around 7:30 at night. Witnesses included a pilot with over 20 years of flying experience driving home past the airport. He described it as a very bright orange glowing object, completely silent, moving much slower than any aircraft at roughly 1,000 feet, before accelerating away at impossible speed and vanishing over the horizon. Calls flooded into RTE and local radio stations. Witnesses reported it from Dunleary, Swords, Howth, and as far as Dundalk. The Irish Aviation Authority said no aircraft were on radar and no military exercises were taking place. Some suggested Chinese lanterns, but the pilot told the Irish Independent, "I know what Chinese lanterns look like. This was not Chinese lanterns. It was something else entirely."
Number 4. Grattan's Park, Belfast, 1997. On the night of October the 25th, 1997, a woman named Margaret Woods was walking her dog in Grattan's Park in East Belfast when she saw something that would haunt her for years. It was a large triangular object, silent, hovering just above the tree line at the far end of the park. It had 3 bright white lights at each corner and a faint red pulsing light in the center. She stood frozen for over 2 minutes watching it before it moved away with incredible speed, disappearing over the city in less than a second. Within an hour, 6 other witnesses in East Belfast reported exactly the same object. One was a police officer on duty who saw it from his patrol car. The Ministry of Defence in London confirmed they received a radar report of an unknown object over Belfast that night, but could not identify it. This was 6 weeks before the famous Phoenix Lights mass sighting in Arizona. The Belfast Triangle has never been explained.
Number 3. The Connemara Landing, 1984. Connemara on the west coast of Ireland is one of the most remote, unpopulated places in Europe, a landscape of mountains, bogs, and empty beaches under a huge Atlantic sky. On the night of April the 22nd, 1984, a farmer named Michael O'Connell was coming home late from a pub in Clifton on his bicycle. He told investigators that as he rounded a corner on a quiet bog road near Roundstone, he was blinded by a bright white light shining down at him from above the road. His bicycle chain came off and he fell to the ground. Looking up, he saw a silver disc-shaped craft about 40 feet across, hovering about 30 feet above the road, with a row of yellow lights around its rim. It was completely silent. He said he lay frozen in the ditch for approximately 3 minutes before the craft lifted up and flew away northwards at incredible speed, leaving a smell like burnt electrical wiring in the air. When he got home, his wife said he was white as a sheet. A Garda who attended the next day confirmed a circular patch of scorched grass at the exact spot.
Number 2. Rendlesham Forest, 1980. The Rendlesham Forest incident in Suffolk in December 1980 is Britain's most famous UFO case, often called Britain's Roswell. Multiple United States Air Force personnel based at RAF Woodbridge reported seeing a glowing metallic craft in the forest, and Sergeant Jim Peniston actually touched it and wrote down detailed notes. But most people do not know the Irish connection. The night before the Rendlesham landing, on Christmas night,
Multiple witnesses across the Irish Sea reported seeing a strange glowing object flying eastwards over Ireland towards the English coast. A Garda officer on duty in County Meath reported a bright glowing light crossing the sky for over 10 minutes. A lighthouse keeper at Howth Head reported the same. On the nights that followed, a large unknown craft was tracked on military radar crossing the Irish Sea repeatedly, and civilian pilots between Dublin and Manchester reported near misses. Researchers now believe the craft may have entered Irish airspace first, crossed over Dublin, and then landed in Suffolk.
Number 1. Sherkin Island, 2007. This is the most credible mass UFO sighting in Irish history. On Saturday, the 24th of November, 2007, between 5 and 7 p.m., over a dozen separate witnesses on and around Sherkin Island off the coast of West Cork saw something they could not explain. The witnesses included a retired police officer, 2 fishermen, a nurse, a school teacher, and several children. They all reported the same thing: a large, silent, bright white glowing oval craft, low over the water, moving slowly along the coastline for nearly half an hour. One fisherman, Michael O'Driscoll, told the Southern Star newspaper he had seen it through binoculars from his boat, and it was not a boat, it was not a plane, it was something he had never seen in 40 years on the water. The most remarkable witness was a pilot on a commercial flight from Cork to Brussels, who reported seeing the same object and filed an official report. The Irish Aviation Authority confirmed they had a radar return of an unknown object over Roaring Water Bay that evening, but could not explain it. In 2017, the IAA officially listed the Sherkin Island sighting as unexplained.
Whatever is flying over Ireland, it has been doing it for a very long time. Glowing orbs over Dublin, triangles over Belfast, silver discs over the Connemara bog, large glowing ovals over West Cork. Witnesses include police officers, pilots, soldiers, and farmers, people who are not prone to hysteria, people who know the sky. The Irish government has never launched an official investigation, but the sightings keep happening. Every year more come in. Look up tonight. You might see something. Comment "Truth is out there" if you made it to the end. Like and subscribe for more strange stories from Ireland and around the world. And the next time you see a strange light in the sky moving the wrong way, don't assume it's a plane. You might be looking at something no government will admit exists. Sweet dreams.